This e-learning is going to be about creating breeding records. One of the very popular mistakes, I should say, in wise option, people think that just going to the patient file, opening the mare record and saying that the mare was bred, it's sufficient, and it's exactly the opposite. In wise option, the most important thing that you have to do is to maintain and keep up with the logs. If you keep up with the logs in wise option, you will be then building very thorough, concrete, and efficient stallion breeding reports, conception rate reports, and wise option will update the mare cards for you. So instead of going for the mare cards, I would try to go for the logs first. So that's what we're going to do in this lesson. We're going to go to the breeding log and do a proper way. When you get to the breeding log, down here on the left corner, you're going to have a new record. You can simply pick one of your mares, select the stallion, say the date you're breeding the mare, provide as much information as possible, also as far as the breeding method, and let's answer some questions. So the first one, it's trying to give you a sign that this mare is booked to a different stallion. In the stallion management, you can see in the breeding contract that it's possible to select that option. This is just a warning. I will overcome this. Next, the program is asking me if I'm going to check ovulation. Usually in the breeding session on a particular day, you just go there and you breed the mare. Tomorrow we reschedule the mare for tomorrow to check ovulation. And that's when we're going to say, so if I say, no, I don't want to check ovulation, it's going to automatically set this mare as ovied, and then don't ask for ovulation again. But I would like to confirm the ovulation. I'm going to say yes. Next question, which is a nice information to provide, not required, but it's a nice information to have there. It's the beginning status, so we can have conception rate analysis based on that as well. I'm going to say this was a barren mare. I'm just going to type B for barren. And it's asking me if I want to schedule a session for ovulation check. I'm going to say yes. I want to check her tomorrow. I'm going to reschedule, and I'm going to just put in my notes OV so I know that I'm looking for an OV. Now I have a record here, and that's how I complete the record for this mare on the new breeding record. Now, it is also possible to perform exactly the same thing, but coming from the daily worksheet. Suppose that you have, I'm going to open here in my Mare Management, the daily worksheet on a new tab, so I can show you. And you have several mares scheduled for palpation. One of these mares turns out to be a breeder for that day. So I'm going to click on this mare and just say that this mare here, wise notion, it's a mare. So I'm palpating the mare, and I can along and through the lines, I enter the palpation. Before I save, I could have bred the mare. So here, up here on the corner, I can click on breeding while I still have the mare on my screen. That is going to open the breeding record for that mare on a new tab, and I can then put a new record there. Because wise option knows that I'm coming from this mare, I don't have even to select the mare, so I can just make the entry through here. The process is the same. I confirm and then just move on, reschedule, and so on. The purpose for this lesson here would be just that I want to show you that from the summary card, you can just click on the breeding button and breed the mare right on spot while you still have the mare on the summary card daily worksheet. If you don't, if you're breeding the mares in your afternoon, just go for the Mare Management breeding log and do so from the Mare Management. So today you've learned how to enter breeding records into wise option. As a final, before I finish, I think I would like to go back to that mare that I just bred. And I told you that the idea would go for the logs first. And the reason I mentioned that is because in the mare record, you're going to see that wise option automatically made an entry for you. So you don't have to do the mare record. That's what I was talking about. And the Mare Management made an entry for you telling you that the mare was bred on that day and which stallion she was bred to. Besides, of course, you still have her record in the breeding log. So this composes later when we go for OV confirmation, pregnancy confirmation, she's automatically inserted into the stallion breeding reports. But to guarantee that she's in the stallion breeding reports, not mare record, instead breeding log. Thanks for watching.